Hey guys, it's Scott here and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're looking at the expansion of the King Power Stadium, Leicester City Stadium, official designs that have been revealed today, including significant development of the local site and surrounding areas. So Leicester have released a video, we're going to watch it together, and then we're going to show you our thoughts and any other information that has come out with it. So here we go, the video, the official Leicester video. Let's see what they've got for us.
Leicester City's vision for King Power Stadium is a vision for Leicester. A regenerative shot of inward investment, revitalising the region's economy. It is a project to preserve the legacy of one of the most defining periods in Leicester's recent history.
Go on, Gary.
Placing a world-class 40,000-seater stadium at the heart of a vibrant, diverse events destination. Its effects on the city's day and night economy will be transformational. During the construction period alone, the development will create over 1,000 jobs a year, with another 1,000 permanent jobs to be created across facilities.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Additional match-going visitors will increase annual spending in the city by up to £10.5 million a year, just on
impressive.
An asset to our community.
Here we go. Oh, look at this.
Attracting a new profile of visitor, a new standard of event, and a new breadth of talent the city has not seen before. The development centrepiece will be an East Stand expansion of 8,000 seats. Its spectacular, illuminated rooftop that will create an iconic Leicester landmark will be instantly recognisable throughout the city and around the world. Broader plans include
an actual arena,
220-room hotel, residential tower, fan plaza and retail store, plus a multi-purpose arena that will bring a new dimension to the city's corporate and evening economy. Drawing on King Power's expertise in the development of world-class venues and facilities, both here in the UK and around the world, the site will deliver a visitor journey like no other. A multi-purpose facility with integrated assets and shared technologies will make Leicester a pathfinder for major event innovation, agile to the evolving demands of a changing world. Through some of the most important moments in our city's history, King Power Stadium has been the world's lens into Leicester, showcasing some of the very best of our city and amplifying its voice around the world. Its development is the most visible statement Leicester can make of a confident, aspirational city that is open for business.
Wow. I'm jealous of anyone who's going to be moving in here. Tell you what.
For its people, it's a generational opportunity.
That's a big residential tower as well.
To turn Leicester's newfound prominence into long-term growth. As a cornerstone of Leicester City's long-term ambitions, the project is an opportunity to provide vital sustainability for one of the city's most prominent exports and proudest assets.
So we've got a multi-storey car park here. You've obviously got the expansion to the main stand. This is turning into like the Allianz. And potentially then they'll expand the others as well. Although that might be a bit tricky. If you've got this car park here to expand this way, you've got the road here, might make it harder this way. You're probably looking at the West Stand to be bumped up as well. But so you've got this big arena here, which according to reports are like up to 8,000 seater arena, has a massive screen on the outside, etc. Massive changes to the surrounding area. You've got your... Which one was this? This is the dedicated fan store, I think it was. This was the hotel. And I'm not entirely sure what this was. Wow. Well, you can basically go to the ground and see it in person and everything like that. And I plan to do that today and give them my feedback, because I actually did a uni project, which I'll show in this video in a minute, that was similar to this. Other bits that they've got on the website, obviously here is another view of everything that they've got planned here. So it appears that this building is actually staying intact as it currently is, which I'm a little bit surprised at. I thought that that was being knocked down as well. But look at it from that angle. You've obviously got something down here as well, which they didn't point out. This multi-storey car park, which looks like it's going to have access from this side as well, which is really, really good. And yeah, it's crazy. So we've got the video here. Capacity goes up to 40,000 now. Obviously, you've got your residential tower, your commercial tower, basically, and hotel, your big arena, which has direct access into the ground as well as a flagship fan store. You've got your very own like walkways up to the stand, like a Wembley kind of way. New landscaping here, new entrances. I mean, it's so cool. I actually sit in the East Stand, so this is even cooler for me. Oh my god, there's so much information. So you can give feedback here, and if you click the link, then it takes you to a form where you can basically talk and discuss everything that they basically want to know about all of your feedback. And then you've got different things that you can look at here. There's a lot, basically. A lot to look at, so we're going to very quickly run through everything, and I'll leave a link in the description for all the details. First up, their vision, basically. A vision for the future. Mixed-use master plan includes expansion of the East Stand, public realm of fan zone, Leicester flagship fan store. If you've been to somewhere like Barcelona, etc., they have a massive fan store that is separate from the actual ground as well. Club and commercial office space, 220-room hotel and business centre, event and entertainment area, residential tower, and a multi-storey car park and cycle hub. Transforming an iconic city landmark to bring further global recognition to Leicester. They've said that they want to make it a 365-day area of the city, rather than not just match days. Next up, stadium expansion. Look at that extra stand above the East Stand. Oh, it looks very, very nice. Currently holds 32,261, and this will go to around 40,000 seats, which is beautiful. Better hospitality and food and drink offering as well. Every effort will be made to maintain stadium capacity throughout construction. That's good. They're seeking planning permission right now. The earliest possible completion date for the East Stand will be summer 2024. So about 3 years from now, it could potentially all be done. Next, the master plan. So about the plans, we've got a Southwest Pavilion here. Which is the thing that they didn't point out before. Your car park and cycle hub, entertainment arena, residential tower, your hotel, the fan store, the fan zone and public realm, and then the East Stand expansion there. We go to the public realm and fan zone first. They want to have pop-up spaces suitable for food and beverage, retail units, craft and weekend market spaces. This is awesome. Outdoor entertainment and events area, outdoor screens and viewing areas. The avenue will provide an improved main arrival to the stadium from the east, enhancing connectivity and approach for both pedestrians and cyclists. Seating areas, viewing area for the monument and a new tree planting. And they're going to have enhanced food and beverage offer, which is really, really good. So that's what I was talking about before, where you've basically got this entranceway up from the top of the road, which currently is a bit of a pain to have to come down this road down here in order to get to it. Next, the arena. 6,000 capacity multi-purpose arena will fill an existing gap in the East Midlands market for a medium-sized event space capable of hosting a range of events including conferences, concerts, indoor sporting events and live performances. They're going to link the arena to the new East Stand and hotel via footbridge. Awesome. The flagship fan store. Currently considering the inclusion of a museum and interactive customer experiences within the fan store. That would be really, really cool. And I think this is one of the reasons why we haven't had the statue of people like Vichai outside the stadium, because it might have had to have been ripped down and moved whilst all of this was being planned. Hotel and Business Centre, 220-room landmark hotel and business centre, making it a 365-day destination that attracts new spending to the area, new jobs and visitors to work, rest and relax on site. Lovely. 15 stories, unrivaled views across the city in the new East Stand. Ground floor food and drink outlets below the hotel and business centre will provide attractive and active streetscape. That's really cool. Hotel and business centre will be served by dedicated parking and the multi-storey car park. This is such a massive project. It's not just a stand expansion. This is changing the entire area, the economy of the area and everything. A residential tower as well. Will be a landmark high-rise building which will include up to 234 units across an anticipated 20 stories, supported by a range of communal leisure facilities as well as food and beverage and social areas. Wow. Tenure type for the residential tower currently under review will be proposed as part of a future reserved matters planning application. I mean, I'm moving into a new place this September. Get me on this list for like 2024. Southwest Pavilion will deliver high-quality Grade A office space and facilities to attract professional services, businesses and investment while helping retain more of Leicester's graduate talent. Standalone location, dedicated car parking. Nice. Car park, cycle hub and energy centre as well. 525 multi-storey car park. Wow. Okay. Not bad at all. Cycle hub as well, which is beautiful. Options for cladding and design will be explored with Leicester City Council. This is my uni project. Site planning. Once we've consulted the public, refined and finalised our plans, we'll submit a hybrid planning application to Leicester City Council. The hybrid application will seek full permission for the stadium expansion and outline permission for the rest of the master plan area. A single hybrid application demonstrates the intrinsic relationship between the stadium and wider master plan. Exactly. This is massive. Look how much this is going to bring to, again, not just the club, but the area in general. Everything linked together as well. This is monumental for the club, the city, everything. Traffic management. It's already accessible by sustainable non-car modes of travel, including bus lane, dedicated cycle lanes. A travel plan to encourage cycling, public transport use, car sharing and walking, as well as defining improvements to car park management. The 525 space multi-storey car park. Pedestrian cycling connectivity, improvements to car park management. So, as it stands, you cannot gain access to the site here. This is a massive, massive improvement here, right? And I'm assuming, I don't really get what that part is really, but I guess cars can come in here and then access the car park that way. You can obviously access it this way as well. So pedestrian access is going to be significantly better. This is going to be your big access route through to the stadium where you're going to see the stand and it's going to light up and everything. It's going to be awesome. Sustainability, social and economic, 1,000 jobs a year during construction, roughly 1,000 permanent jobs once it is done. Mad. And all this other stuff if anyone is interested. Club CSR, resulting 8.5 million being raised for 151 causes since King Power acquired Leicester in 2010. I mean, the stuff that they have done for the city and everything in general is just insane. So what are the next steps to sort of end this off? We aim to submit a hybrid planning application in autumn 2021. Leicester City Council will validate it before carrying its own consultation. That's fine. Leicester will review the timing of the project. Summer 2024 is the earliest possible completion date for the East Stand, with other buildings to follow. So the East Stand is going to be the priority and everything else will happen after that is what it looks like. New East Stand and site master plan will be included in a single planning application. You can provide feedback here and you can email there. All the comments will be considered as we develop the plans. If you want to get in touch, then you can provide feedback here. So, man, it is huge for everything. I'm going to very quickly, before I end off this video and ask for your thoughts, show you my final uni project that I did in my Masters of Architecture. So I'm just going to quickly fly you through my design that I did for a similar project. And basically, this is everything that I had to do, right? So I started out by looking at the stadium, and I wanted to end up with something along the lines of the Allianz, and I then got pushed down a route that I didn't really enjoy doing in terms of splitting things up. But as you can see, in these very first concept ones, I've got like a hotel over here, a fan store, parking, train station, etc. I had these kind of ideas. Then I got pushed more towards, again, doing something I didn't really want to do in splitting up the stands and the roof, unfortunately. So I explored a load of different materials and we'll skip past all of that. But then the project site, I went and did a load of site research and everything. As you can see, these are very similar diagrams to what they've just put up. This is the original site that we've got to work with. As you can see, that building is staying there. These were the initial sections that I got from the official developers and architects of the existing stadium. I then started to do environmental analysis and design development. So looking at different ways of morphing the stadium and the roof and everything like this, splitting into different areas around the site and what they could be used for, etc. Again, pitch, club shop, parking, restaurants, bar, foods, train station, hotel. These are all ideas that I had as we went through the design development. And it basically just kept going and going, and I was pushed to get wackier and wackier because it is university. It's not realistic designs, and so even though stuff like this makes way more sense, I had a full hotel designed here, including car parking, including a club fan store, restaurant, etc. I then got pushed back a little bit from this, which is closer to the reality of what we've now got with this new design, into something that turned into using a grid, and then an even wackier grid where we started splitting up stands and roof into weird, funky shapes and sections. And so it kept developing and developing. I got told to put as many surrounding football pitches and stuff like that into the design as possible. Again, I don't really know why. I was just pushed towards that at uni because they wanted that kind of thing. Then we started to do a section. So this is like the roof floating down with multiple tiers in the stadium. And this is kind of what I ended up with. So if this actually flowed the whole way around rather than being split up, I think it could be pretty sick. But you would have had like your boxes and everything like this on each of the different levels. You would have had bars and everything underneath, different tiers for the seating. And these were initial model developments. And then this is what we sort of grew towards. So again, walkways into the ground. And then looking more at material selection, looking at details of everything, technical development, doing my own diagrams of everything like this, the structure, the airflow, and everything as we went through it. Lighting of how floodlights and spotlights, etc. would work, including indoor lights, climate strategies, water supply. We had to look at basically everything. Like, this was a master's project, so you can tell that a lot went into it. Some of the panels on the top would have had to block out natural light or a little bit so that it wouldn't basically hurt everybody inside. Shading as well is something we looked at. And so all of this that I'm showing you here is what they've had to go through for not just the new East Stand, but all of the surrounding buildings and more, right? So the final design I ended up with on this one, as I say, I don't like that it was all split up, but I was forced into it, really. I had a major walkway here and a walkway here. As you can see, this one right here on the right-hand side is what Leicester and King Power and the developers are going to make. This walkway now exists. I had car parking down at this side and a hotel here, not far away from where the hotel is going to end up being. I had the dedicated fan store over here. The difference is I had to expand the stadium. So this turned into like a 50, 60k stadium. So obviously it's different. And I got to relocate it by moving it in. They can't do that in reality. So I had a bit more space to work with. And this was like our final section, which you saw before, how the roofing system would work. And then my final renders. So this would have been one of the walkways into the stadium from my design. And I feel like it would have been really, really nice. This would have been your view from the west side across the river. I would have made bridges across there for easier access and stairwells up there. This is what it could have looked like at night, with, again, obviously the outdoor pitches, tennis courts, etc. The walkways, the club shop was over here, the hotel was here. It was actually a sunken hotel, which was actually seemed really cool. And yeah, this is kind of what it ended up looking like. What it potentially would have been inside. This, I added in the mural from that wall into part of the walkway down to the stadium. And I really, really enjoyed it. I also have one final fly-through of what it potentially would have looked like going from day to nighttime. So, yeah, I just thought that I'd whack this on to show you how a university, slightly wackier kind of thing, goes through the design process and how that might relate to the actual design process that we are seeing unfold in front of our eyes. So, this is what I ended up with. Again, completely out there design compared to what we're actually getting, but similar in some ways with outdoor areas, having these walkways down to the ground where everybody's going to be walking in, and this is what you're going to end up looking like, and then going down and inside, going to your seats, etc. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on not just my design, obviously, but everything that we got shown today, because I'm so excited. I hope you guys are as well. This was a very, very fun video to do. Hey, the next few years are going to be awesome to see how things go. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.